What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and welcome to another episode of Black Ops 3 5 Things, a series where we look at the smaller, intricate details of Black Ops 3 and try to find some things out that we wouldn't really discover otherwise. Now, we've got some really good ones today, definitely some things I didn't even know going into this one, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Last week, I just really got to thank you guys. Last week, we uploaded a Black Ops 3 5 Things episode about Easter eggs, and I asked for 8,000 likes. 8,000 likes, and the video is sitting at 12,000 likes right now. You guys are absolutely amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough. You are the best audience on YouTube. Thank you. But I got a question for you guys. Are we going to be able to break over 9,000 likes this week? That would be insane. This is by far the biggest like goal I've ever asked for. So all I ask is if you learn something new in this video or just really enjoy it, if you could leave a like rating, that would be fantastic. But without further ado, let's get into it. So every single thing we're going to be looking at in this video was asked by you guys last time in the comment section. So if there's anything you don't know about the game or think maybe I don't even know about the game, it would be fantastic if you leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know some little hidden details of Black Ops 3. But the first one we're going to be looking at today has to do with the specialist character or mercenary character, whatever you want to call him. It has to do with Blackjack. Now, this is a super tiny detail, and if you didn't know, when you play Kill Confirmed, when you kill someone, it'll give the description of that character on their dog tag. So for example, if we look at Reaper here, for example, this one's a little bit special because this person is actually a robot, whereas all the other characters are people. And when you're looking at Reaper, it says, first of all, their code name, so Reaper, and then it shows their real name, which for Reaper is this big long code name because, again, he's a robot. After that, it shows the date of birth, but for Reaper, it's the date of manufacture. And finally, it shows the blood type, but for Reaper, it shows use synthetic oils only because obviously a robot doesn't have blood. And every single character has their own customized dog tags. Whether you're using Battery or whether you're using Spectre, they all have their own customized dog tags with their own name, with their own blood type, all of that stuff. However, Blackjack, the new specialist character or mercenary, does not. Every time Blackjack gets killed, here is what it says. So if we look on the screen here, we can see me slowly getting killed as Blackjack, and then when we look at the dog tags, it's actually not Blackjack's dog tag. So as we can see here, these are actually Battery's dog tags. You can see the code name Battery, you can see the real name Baker E, and you can see the date of birth at March 18th, 2043, which is just a really weird date to look at so far in the future. And then you can see the blood type of O positive. These are Battery's dog tags. They are the exact same thing that Battery drops when Battery is killed. And this is weird. Obviously, Blackjack, you'd think, would either drop Blackjack's dog tag or whatever specialist weapon Blackjack actually has. They drop that dog tag. But nope, it's always Battery, and I have absolutely no clue why. I don't know if it's just lazy on the developer's part or they did it on purpose. I have absolutely no idea. That being said, I did think this was a really, really cool thing to show you guys. I had no idea about it. Some of you may not even known that there is things written on every single dog tag that drops in the game, but now you know. So that's thing number one for this week. So you guys were once again asking about certain score streaks versus the Mothership, and the two you specifically asked about was the Rolling Thunder versus the Mothership, and finally a Lightning Strike versus the Mothership. So before I show you the answer for this one, go ahead, write down in the comment section below which ones of these do you think will actually take out the Mothership. Do you think it'll be the Rolling Thunder? Do you think it'll be Lightning Strike? Or do you think both of them will be able to take out the Mothership? Write that down below, but here is the answer. So as for the Rolling Thunder, we tested it the first time, and the first time, I would say about half of the ships actually hit the Mothership. A lot of the time, it's super hard to actually get your score streak to land on top of the Mothership, because most of the time a Mothership flies out of the map. However, the first time we called in a Rolling Thunder on it, I would say about half the drones or planes hit the Mothership, and it did about 80% of the Mothership's damage. We tried a few more times, and finally got it to work. It is possible for a Rolling Thunder to take out a Mothership. I would say you pretty much have to have around 2/3 of your planes or drones, whatever you want to call them, actually hit the Mothership for it to completely take it out, but it is 100% possible. But let's be honest, this is never going to happen in an actual game. It would be completely rare for this to actually happen. So then there was the Lightning Strike, and this one was incredibly hard to actually land on the Mothership. Yes, the Mothership is massive, and you'd think it'd be easy to hit, but most of the time the Mothership flies outside of the map, and therefore you can't stand right under it and make it easy for you to call in the Lightning Strike directly on top of it. And since it's out of the map, you'd have no landmarks to aim at. And we actually made it happen. We actually hit all 3 Lightning Strike strikes onto the Mothership, and it barely did anything. It did pretty much peanuts to the Mothership. It took about half of the health away for all 3 missiles to actually hit it, so don't even try this in game. If you have a lightning strike, just try to kill people with it. There's no point in trying to take out a Mothership. If you manage to actually hit the Mothership, and all 3 strikes actually hit the Mothership, you will only be dealing half the damage, so there's no point in even trying. So the answer is, Rolling Thunder can 100% kill a Mothership. Lightning Strike, there is no way in hell. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is actually an addition to something we've talked about before in one of these videos, and it's that on the side of the buzz cut we saw the writing Hellstorm, and I told you guys in that video that I thought this was just kind of like a coup de grace to the Hellstorm missile, and then some of you said in the comments that you thought that the buzz cut was actually made from scrap metal from the Hellstorm missile. That's actually wrong. It's a really great idea, but if you go ahead and look at the Weevil written on the side of the Weevil is again Hellstorm. And yes, it definitely is hard to see. The letters are pretty damn faded, but what we can assume from this is that Hellstorm is actually a weapons manufacturer in Black Ops 3. And the reason why we can assume this is they probably got their start creating the Hellstorm missile and decided to move on to other weapons, including the Weevil and possibly the Buzzcut. It's also possible that the Buzzcut is created from scrap metal from the Hellstorm missile, but most likely it's a weapon created by the Hellstorm company. Now, this is just pretty cool to get a little bit of backstory to the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. We don't normally get this, and it's pretty cool just to get it off some things written on weapons. So most of the things we look at on the show are visual, things you see in game, but the next one is auditory. It's something you hear in game. Now this only happens when you are playing as the Black Ops team in multiplayer, and what actually happens is you call in a Hellstorm missile, and if you hit absolutely nothing, you kill no people with your Hellstorm missile, the normal commentator will pop up and say something like they normally do in game, and then the female commentator will pop up and say this.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
So not only does she say this incredibly sarcastically, what she is doing is speaking in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Now what this is in the army or something where you're speaking over radio, it's the way of portraying letters through saying words, so it's more clear to hear. Now through this she says 3 words, whiskey, tango, and foxtrot. In other words, the 3 ways of saying WTF. Like, why the f*** didn't you hit anyone with that Hellstorm missile? Or what the f*** were you doing? Or, I think you get the idea. Now, this is just such a tiny bit of information I thought you guys would enjoy because, well, I think it's kind of funny. So for the final thing this week, I got 2 ways that you can actually counter a Guardian. So what the Guardian does is project this field of energy that blocks you, stops you from moving, and basically deals damage until you die. So the first way is by far the easiest and also the best way of countering the Guardian. All you have to do is be running Spectre and be running active camo. As soon as you get near that Guardian and get near that energy wave, all you gotta do is pop that active camo and you can run through that wave like it's nobody's business. It does not affect you any way whatsoever while the camo is active, but be careful because as soon as that active camo wears out, the Guardian will still kill you. So the second way to counter a Guardian is by far way less useful, but I find it more interesting. So normally, it looks like you could crawl underneath the Guardian wave super close to the Guardian. However, if you try to do this, the Guardian actually tilts its head down so that it can kill you. However, if you are running cold-blooded, AI score streaks cannot target you. What this means is that if you crawl close to the head of the Guardian, it will not be able to tilt down and actually hit you. And you can actually crawl underneath the Guardian only when running cold-blooded. However, if you get too far away from the Guardian, the wave actually hits the ground as it gets wider as it gets further away from the Guardian, and it still kills you. The only difference is the Guardian head will not tilt towards you, and you can crawl under the Guardian's wave closest to the actual body of the Guardian. Really unuseful way of getting past a Guardian. It's much easier just to jump over the wave, but I find that very interesting. So that is all the 5 things I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new today, it would be fantastic if you could leave a like rating. It really does help with the channel, and it really helps the channel grow. We are getting ever so close to that 200,000 subscriber mark, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see here, we also do tips and tricks, paint jobs and emblems, pretty much everything Call of Duty. I upload a video every single day of the week, and if that sounds like something that interests you, that subscribe button is sitting there with your name on it. So thank you guys so much for watching. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, and second channel down in the description. I love every single one of you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Maybe you should say